throw taken, and Charles Briggs will pick it up and find Morrell to Kieran Forbes. He's the man they expect everything of, the number 4. When he gets the ball around about the halfway line, he is the heartbeat of this team. But at the moment, it's been stuttering. Long ball forward by Briggs on the far side. Goga's got to watch it, and does. Draper brings it down on his chest, and Alex Warman does a great job of picking his pocket. Kieran Bishop looks for George Ironton, but the ball will break to Ben Siggers, and Ben Siggers' ball through. Looking for Richard Ennin, but Richard caught in his heels second time round, and it'll go all the way through to the goalkeeper Berman. Scrappy stuff so far, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nothing been igniting this second half so far, but we're doing what they need to do, and that's all we can ask.
Yeah, I think scrappy stuff will suit Ware. It's the home side who are being asked all the questions, and at the moment they haven't got too many answers. That can all change though, as Briggs controls it away from Richard Ennin, finds Forbes again. I'd like to see his statistics of how many times he's touched the ball forwards. Looks for Liam Andrews, ball breaks in the Ware box and thumped clear very well indeed by Jack Grosvenor. Theo Ofori going up, and Morrell had to watch it, and does. Wilson's ball forward though, he's straight to Alex Warman. He finds Echo Coker on the far side, stretches some of those long legs in his 6'5" frame, and plays the ball nicely on this near side to Richard Ennin. Richard Ennin's left hand side of the box. Richard drifting inside, goes onto the left foot, now back onto the right. Richard still there, chips across the box, looking for Echo Coker. He's going to break for Theo Ofori. We're still inside the Waders box. Theo's surrounded by green shirts, and in the end rather tamely gives it away, but Alex Warman will get it back for Ware. Near side, good ball for George Ironton. Good possession so far for Ware, but George's ball across the box is head out by Briggs, and John Lacey will go down under challenge from Lewis Rose inside the Biggleswade town part of the centre circle, and the home side will get a free kick taken quickly. Forbes brings in Luke Andrews back to Kieran Forbes near side for Briggs. Briggs looks up, plays it left hand side to Kieran Forbes to his right to Briggs on the halfway line. Briggs looking for somebody to pass it to. Forbes has got it back again. Comes forward this time, chips it on that far side. That's a decent ball. He's on the edge of the area, Lacey, but he shows too much of it to Echo Coker, who goes in and wins the ball well. Echo's ball on this near side for Richard Ennin. Possibilities for Ware, only Kieran Bishop in the box. Richard Ennin's in the box, left hand side, tries to fire in a shot, bounces off a goal ball and will go out for a throw. It won't, because Ben Siggers will keep it in, puts it across the box, headed down, but Ware will get it back again with Alex Warman. Alex's ball far side to Theo Ofori. Theo's got Callum Wilson in front of him. Theo Ofori into the box, looks for Kieran Bishop. Kieran can control it, and finally it's dug out by a defender onto the halfway line, where it only finds Echo Coker. Lewis Rose, left hand side, finds Jack Grosvenor for Ben Siggers. Ben's got plenty of room to move forward into. Midway inside the Biggleswade town half. Poor ball though, doesn't bring in Richard Ennin, and Liam Andrews will bring it forward again for Luke Andrews. No relation on the far side, brings in the dangerous John Lacey, brings in Luke Andrews again, but he's being forced back by Freddie Moncur. Has to go back onto the halfway line for Morrell, and for the ever-present Forbes. Brings in Briggs. Briggs will come forward now, chips it forward, linesman's flag goes up, and Liam Andrews' shot goes straight into the arms of Fred Burbage anyway, and wouldn't have mattered. And it's going to be a substitution here for the home side. Biggleswade Town are going to take Sam Willis off for number 14, and they're going to bring in Rodell Gordon, who will come on, a more attacking threat, you would suggest. So Rodell Gordon will come on for 28. Started at Stevenage, in fact. Rodell Gordon's been at Hemel, Royston, Walton Cudgels, Hendon. So he's got a good amount of non-league pedigree about him. So he will take his place, and they have reorganised a little bit. Goldborn's gone to left back now. So it's going to change the mix just a little bit as Freddie Moncur's put under pressure. Alex Warman does well again as Alex does. He's shrugged aside though by Harry Draper. This could be a problem for Ware. But great defending by Jack Grosvenor, who just didn't sell himself and said to Harry Draper, well, if you're going to beat me, mate, you're going to have to go round me.
Yeah, great work again from Jack. Good defending. Unlike Alex to make a mistake by that, but Jack's backed him up well.
Oh, he is the Rolls Royce of central defenders, as he's proved so far this season. Jack Grosvenor, I think Alex Woolman's been a great signing, but Jack Grosvenor is he's one of the best central defenders. I think they've had a Ware for a long time as Lacey going forward, and Alex Woolman again. Normal service has been resumed as he picks up the ball, puts it back to Fred Burbidge, and in the end it's just headed out of play for a throw-in to Ware far side. 12 minutes, second half gone. Ware leading by a goal to nil, and this moment in time heading for a home playoff. The other scenario actually that we haven't covered is that it could be that we might be back here on Bank Holiday Monday for the playoff final if this continues.
Yeah, it could well be, yeah. I was thinking that earlier. That's easily possible.
Echo Coker's just got a yellow card for taking too long with the throw-in. At far side, third Ware player in the book. And he shows Echo a yellow card for taking too long, and then waits a while to sound his whistle so Echo can take the throw, which was a bit ironic, I think. Anyway, the ball's gone out of play for a goal kick to Biggleswade Town. Berman, just a sense they're starting to hurry up a little bit. They need a goal here to Biggleswade Town. Goal here would take them up to step 3 next season. But if they don't get it, then they'll be somewhere on Tuesday or Wednesday. Well, they'll be back here on Tuesday or Wednesday night. Who they'll be up against remains to be seen. Chip ball forward. Grosvenor goes up. Draper's turned. Goes down under challenge. Lacey will pick the ball up right hand side of the Ware box. Tries to go round Ben Siggers. Can't do, but he wins Biggleswade Town's third corner of the afternoon. So JJ Lacey will take the corner where everybody bar Theo Forey back. Lacey left arm up in the air, whatever that signifies. Signifies to the back stick. Referee's already noted that I think it was Liam Andrews in there. And Ware get themselves a free kick inside their own area. And I think it's fair to say that dead ball deliveries from the home side have been extremely disappointing. Yeah,
they've not created anything from them, have they, for them? And as you say, they'll be disappointed with that. They've got there's a large contingent of Biggleswade Town fans, behind that goal and around the sides of the 16-yard area, and. They'll be urging the ball to go in, but you just wonder with as we said before, if they might get a little bit desperate and have a negative effect.
Well, they've also got to push forward of Biggleswade Town, and in doing that, you open up the back. So while you're trying to score through the front door, you could well open up the back door. But here's Goldborn going down this near side. Managed to get beyond Ben Siggers, but can't get a cross in. And Freddie Moncur has the ball for Ware and just nips it off for Lacey for a throw-in to Ware. He's done the usual reliable job in midfield. Very popular character around Watson Park. He's Freddie Moncur. Ben Siggers will take the throw-in for Ware. Looking for George Ironton. Comes off of Gordon's back and goes out for a throw-in. Well, actually goes out for a throw-in for Biggleswade Town. But throw taken by Forbes. And Forbes just hurrying up a little bit. They'll know that as time begins to ebb away. 15 minutes already gone in this second half. Draper's header looking for Andrews, going to break on the edge of the area for John Lacey. Lacey stumbles over the ball, and that's a great job by Freddie Moncur to dig it out and Ware get it clear with George Ironton. Kieran Bishop is chasing Kieran Forbes here as the goalkeeper Berman had come and had to go back just a little bit, but Forbes' header puts it straight into the keeper's arms. Here's Charles Briggs. Finds Gordon, who's picked up a bit of possession, the substitute, since he's been introduced, but it goes back inside that Biggleswade down the half. More groans from away to my right-hand side from the home fans. Forbes. He finds Morrell back to Forbes, and once more Ware get themselves organised. George Ironton furthest player forward as Rodell Gordon will pick it up. Gordon looks to chip it beyond that Ware defence, and he looked for Luke Andrews. It wasn't a bad effort, but in the end Andrews couldn't pick it up, and Fred Burbage, as we know, is a master at reading those kind of positions, and did it once again. Fred taking his time, as he will do. Long kick forward. Kieran Bishop has worked hard, and it'll come through to Richard Ennin. Left hand side, real Route 1 stuff there. Richard ball across the box is poor though. Rodell Gordon will find Marcus Goldborn on this near side. Goldborn's brought down from behind by Freddie Moncur, and I'll be very surprised if Freddie doesn't earn a yellow card, and does. So Freddie goes into the book and goes in that category of took one for the team there, I think.
Yeah, I think that's that's definitely the case of it, isn't it? I mean, we had the same situation last week, and it's a case of stop the attack, and I'll bite the bullet and get the yellow.
Goldborn's lightning quick, as we found out at Watson Park, as the ball's put into the Ware area, headed down by Alex Warman, and Freddie Moncur will complete the clearance to Theo Ofori midway inside his own half. Looks for Richard Ennin on this near side. Richard finds George Ironton, whose ball is chested down by Briggs when he could release Richard on this near side. Gordon is beaten to it by Kieran Bishop, and Ben Siggers puts it all the way back to Fred Burbage. Long ball forward again, looking for Richard Ennin on this near side. This time Biggleswade sorted out, but that's a great challenge coming in from Kieran Bishop on Gordon, which puts the ball out for a throw-in to the Waders. Left-hand side from Kieran Forbes to Jack Morrell. Noticeably quicker round about the halfway line at the moment, Biggleswade. They realise that they've got to do something to get back into this game. Trailed by Goldborn. Back for Rodell Gordon. Gordon finds John Lacey. Lacey for Briggs. Where have got those orange shirts in good order behind the ball again. Far side, it's Morrell. Morrell's chip ball forwards over the top of Jack Grosvenor. Whacks against Lewis Rose. Everybody's shouting for a penalty. The ball's put in, it's in the back of the net. It's put in by Luke Andrews. The ball was bouncing about like a pinball. Ware couldn't get it clear, and it's Luke Andrews who's equalised for Biggleswade Town, and the championship is back on for the home side.
Well, I mean, you can hear what that means for this crowd, can't you? There's a couple of Ware players there, not happy with what's happened. But Ware got to pick themselves back up, try and get back into this game and try and take the lead again.
Well, 19 minutes into the second half, as 19 minutes into the first half, Theo Ofori gave Ware the lead, and Luke Andrews, well, could he have put Biggleswade down in step 3 next season? A lot of football still to be played. Ware didn't get it clear, and there were debates inside that Ware area at the back level. And if you're listening from Bedford, well, maybe time to get behind the sofa. It's going to be tense for the remainder of this one, but it's 1-1, and Biggleswade have got the goal they wanted, and at the moment Ware are going to have to travel on Tuesday or Wednesday night in the playoff semi-final. Long way to go though, anything can happen. Berman's going to take the kick from the goal away to our left, and we'll see what Danny Payne and Jimmy Martin want to do here, like you were saying in the first half, Simon. Stick or twist?
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult one, isn't it? As I said before, they're not going to want to rest on their laurels and rely on a 1-1, because a quick Ware goal, quick Ware breakaway could put themselves back in trouble. So I think they're going to slow it down a little bit for now, by the looks of things. seems to be what they're doing, but I'm sure they'll be wanting to get some sort of security, and they'll be wanting to chase another goal.
Morell Fords with a bit of keep ball inside their own half at the moment. Plays the ball across to Briggs. We're getting back into shape. Briggs for Forbes. It was always going to be one of those half-chance opportunities inside the box that was going to get Biggleswade Town level. And for once, Ware didn't get the ball clear after the big penalty shout against Lewis Rose. And Jack Grosvenor does well on the end, edge of the area. Goldborn can't get it. Here's Gordon having to go all the way back, though, to Briggs. Briggs is chip ball forward on the far side, only meets the head of Echo Coker. Will go out for a throw-in. That throw will be taken by Liam Andrews on that far side of the field. They're up off the Biggleswade bench, and Joe O'Brien and Paul Halsey up as well. John Clements has been doing some warming up. Be ironic if he came on and scored the winner, as the ball breaks on the edge of the area, and the referee has given a free kick right on the edge of the area for handball against Lewis Rose. Biggleswade Town fans claiming it was actually in the area, as is their skipper Luke Andrews, but I think the referee got it right. He's calling Lewis towards him, and it's going to be a free kick right on the edge of the box. I think it was a handball, to be fair, but it's going to be a difficult one. Referee doesn't produce a card, but real defending to be done for Ware here. Another goal, of course, and that really would send their stadium into ecstasy, because it would be a long way back if Biggleswade were to take a 2-1 lead. Free kick is going to be right on the edge of the area, then just to the left of the D. And John Lacey, well, that really is inches, isn't it? Referee pushes it back just a couple more inches. John Lacey and Rodale Gordon are the two players there. You've got a Ware wall which is about 3 foot back, and needs to go back just a few more yards. All the orange shirts bar Theo Afori are in the box. So Gordon and Lacey. Fred Burbage has got to get his angles right here. He's happy he's done so. It's a big Ware wall. It's got Jack Grosvenor, Echo Goga in it. Always would be with those two there. So is it going to be Gordon or Lacey? It's going to be Lacey who's going to take care all the way in, and it's got in. Got a right at corner of the net. This one's turned on its head, and John Lacey has given Biggleswade Town the lead after 69 minutes. 2 goals in 4 minutes.
Another goal for the Warriors.
But the championship trophy is heading its way to Langford Road at the moment. And Ware are heading out on their travels on Tuesday or Wednesday night. Game's turned on its head.
It has indeed, hasn't it? It doesn't take long for it. We said that anything could happen, and it has. And it's just another chapter or another page in the book of this crazy season, isn't it? It's so topsy-turvy. Who knows? Anything could still happen. There's still time.
Well, at the moment, Biggleswade Town are going to be celebrating at the final whistle. They lead here by 2 goals to 1, having come back from a goal behind. And Ware are looking at the moment at an away playoff semi-final. But who knows, as Echo Coker comes forward and wins a free kick for Ware. Paul Halsey will have his own thoughts on the defending, which has led to the goals. And free kick, there was nothing that Fred Burbage could do about it. It's got to be said, one of those low ones that kept the goalkeeper out. At the moment, Ware have given the ball away, and Biggleswade Town have got their backs up there as ball breaks the edge of the area. Is John Lacey again? No, he's got in, and that surely is the championship for Biggleswade Town. 2 in 2 minutes for their top scorer. 17 league goals in the season for John Lacey. It's Biggleswade Town 3, Ware 1.
Well, I mean, what a crazy few minutes. What a crazy few minutes. it just goes to show that you can't take anything for granted in this game. One moment they get that goal back to equalise. That's given them a lift, and then these two quick goals, and got the fans behind them, fans cheering on. Players have got their confidence up, and they've now taken the 3-1 lead.
Well, it's going to take something very special to rob them of their moment of glory now. After 90 minutes, 3 goals in 7 minutes have turned this one on its head. Where we're in front, looking pretty comfortable, and suddenly they find themselves 3-1 behind here. So I think almost certainly we'll be on our travels on Tuesday or Wednesday night for a playoff against AFC Dunstable, or a playoff against Bedford, or a playoff against Waltham Abbey, depending on what happens. Because at the moment it would be a playoff against Bedford, I think. That's the way things stand, because Waltham Abbey were winning. They will move up. Ware will drop into 5th place, and it will be a playoff semi-final away at Bedford, which will be an irony, of course. Ware having lost their 7-1 in the league, and also, of course, Bedford with Ware's former top scorer Liam Dawson. So it could be a coming together of Liam Dawson and Ware once again, as far side some substitutes warm up. John Clements is warming up again. It's Liam Andrews who's gone down. Game's going to restart with a throw-in for Ware, which Echo Coker will take on the far side of the field. All looked so bright for the first half, when Biggleswade Town didn't really threaten. Then Ware looked to have found their mark in the second half, until those 3 quick goals have given them a mountain to climb now. We've got a free kick on the halfway line. Jack Grosvenor and Lewis Rose going forward, along with Echo Coker. Biggleswade Town pulling everybody bar hero of the moment, John Lacey, back. Alex Warman is going to take the free kick for Ware with the right boot. Long one on this side, looking for Richard Ennin, just gets his head to it, but rather tamely puts it wide of the target. And we've got 16 minutes before the fireworks go off here, I think.
Yeah, I think they will be. I mean, they'll be getting them ready. I mean, I joked to you earlier. If there was a helicopter between here and Bedford for the presentation of the trophy, that I don't know if the trophy is actually here. I don't know what the plan is for a presentation. If it still stays the same.
Well, we'll wait and see. But PA announced it to get it right. It will be Biggleswade Town's last game of the season. But long kick up in the air, and we can hope that the jinx which has befallen second place teams recently continues, as on this near side Ben Siggers will pick up the ball for Ware, chips it forward looking for Kieran Bishop. A big cry from Berman of keeper, and the dying swan appears at the opposite end to Fred Burbage, as John Clements is about to make an appearance on that far side. Joe Dearman's taken his tracksuit top off as well, so it could be a double change for Paul Halsey and Ware. Draper has caused some problems in the second half, finds Goldborn with a run against Jack Grosvenor, puts the ball across, well poured away by Fred Burbage, and will be cleared by Echo Coker to the halfway line, where Kieran Bishop is beaten to it by Morrell, and Gordon sidesteps his way away from Theo Afori, and suddenly this is a confident team, and why not? Here goes Rodell Gordon. Gordon's in the area here. Gordon, good save by Fred Burbage with his legs. As Gordon fancied his chances of making it 4-1. Ball still on the edge of the area. Gordon's picked it up again on that far side under pressure from Freddie Moncur. Gordon still going down by the corner flag, goes down under challenge. There'll be a free kick to Biggleswade Town, as John Clements is about to join us on that far side. Kevin Coon's got the board. Joe Dearman's coming out as well. First of all, it's going to be 10 for 17, which is John Clements on for George Ironson. And second one is Theo Afori will come off and Joe Dearman comes on. And
John Clements.
I've got the feeling that that's Paul Horsey saying, OK, we're going into the playoffs and we want Theo in the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. I think, obviously, just give him a little bit of protection. We know he's taken a few knocks, times before, and just to rest him up, give him a chance, and keep him for midweek.
Free kick driven in and then cleared by Echo Coker. So Joe Dearman's going to go wide right. Referee just having a little bit of word with his assistant. Is now going towards the Ware bench. I don't know whether somebody said something. Something's happened. To see he's having a point at Joe O'Brien and a point at Paul Horsey. And not quite sure what the referee's doing there. But he's pointing all over the place, but nothing seems to have happened. So no idea what that was all about from Mr. Mayhew. As ball lands at the feet of Draper on the edge of the area, turns away, but Freddie Moncur will get it for Ware, and then win a throw-in on that far side of the field. Eka Coker will take the throw-in for Paul Horsey's team. Well, they finished 5th last season and ended up the playoff final, and looks like history could be repeating itself here unless something dramatic happens in the final stages of this one, and something dramatic has happened at Waltham Abbey as Ben Siggers will chip the ball forward for Kieran Bishop, who finds Richard Ennin left hand side. Richard's got to get it across. There's players in the box, but Rondell Gordon's outstretched leg diverts it away from those in orange shirts. Joe Dearman back for Echo Coker, who loses the flight of the ball but then gets it back, finds Joe on that far side. Joe Dearman gets Paul across. That's a good looking cross, but it's headed out by Morrell, and forward will come Liam Andrews for Biggleswade Town. Brings in John Lacey to the halfway lines, giving it away to Echo Coker. Freddie Moncur will pick it up for Ware. They've scored a few late goals, of course. Scored 19 in the last 10 minutes of games as Paul Horsey's team, and they've just won a corner. John Clements' first involvement as it goes off the top of Morrell's head and will be taken by Joe Dearman on that far side. As far as Biggleswade are concerned, in the last 10 minutes they've scored 16, conceded 10, so they've been a team that have scored a few late ones as well. But to rob them of the championship, of course, we need to score 3 late ones here. Joe Dearman's going to take the corner far side. Dearman's corner's going towards a far post, but in the end it lands on the roof of the net. And it's Jack Berman who will take the goal kick. And I don't know what you want to do with Ware now, really. They don't want to push forward and have an embarrassment of a scoreline against them, but also they want to get back in the game. So difficulty now for which way they're going to go. Yeah.
As you say, there's no need to to rush forward and chase the game. I think Paul will be happy with an away time. I mean, like I said earlier, I think he's just happy that they've managed to get into the playoffs. So it's it's a case of don't take any risks. You want everyone to stay fit and ready for the semi-final one during midweek. And just play your normal game.
Ball given away by Kieran Forbes to Kieran Bishop. Joe Dearman's got it right hand side of the area. Joe's surrounded in green shirts, and in the end he loses out to John Lacey, brings him down. It's a free kick to the Waders. Well, if it were to be Bedford, Ware have beaten them this season, of course, and they are a far different team to the one that went to the new area and got thumped 7-1 earlier on in the season. There's another substitution about to be made for the home side here. Not sure who it is at the moment. The ball's not gone up, and it's actually going to be John Lacey who goes off, and Lewis Thorpe who will come on. John Lacey's going to get a massive round of applause top scorer, scored 2. And he's major reason. He will high fives his joint managers, and Lewis Thorpe will come on for the remaining part, the remaining 9 minutes, plus time added on for stoppages. Long one forward onto the head of Ben Siggers, back out by Briggs. Freddie Monk waiting for the ball to come down, and Andrews beat him to it. Gordon's ball near side won't be caught in by Goulburn. Ware will have a throw in. It's not a ground that they've ever won in the league. Ware, only victory came in the FA Cup a few years ago when Lee Rose and Ola Akinsenya scored the goals. Akinsenya's penalty, Lee Rose with a header from a corner, I seem to remember. As Richard Ennim picks the ball up, then goes down under pressure. The referee is giving nothing, and he's just thumped forward into the Ware half, as it all they need to do. Biggleswade Town holding on to a 3-1 lead. It all changed after a 64th minute goal by their skipper Luke Andrews, and then 2 more from John Lacey. We're making another substitution. Alex Warman's going off, Jack Dreyer's coming on. So I think that's got a little bit of saving Alex for the playoffs about it as well. Jack Dreyer comes on. Probably won't be the most popular character around here, of course. He's a former Biggleswade player, not Biggleswade Town, as they're great town rivals. Long kick forward. John Clements is wrestling away with Goulburn and Briggs, but in the end he wins a free kick for Ware, which Freddie Moncur will take inside the Biggleswade Town half. Echo Coker's come up from the back. Jack Grosvenor's up there as well. Decent kick from Freddie, but in the end it goes over the top of everyone and goes out for a goal kick to the Waders. Got 7 minutes left, Simon, and we will do a man of the match. So get you thinking cap on and see who was produced in a Ware shirt this afternoon. It's disappointing to go in the playoffs on the back of 2 defeats after such a good run, of course. Those 8 consecutive home wins, and then that all came to a grinding halt last Saturday against AFC Dunstable, and going down here as well. But we always knew it was going to be a difficult end to the season, the way the fixtures panned out. And as we've said, if there's one man who knows all about the playoffs, it's Paul Wolsey. Bedford haven't got a great deal of experience of playoffs. They, of course, went up as champions a couple of years ago. Didn't have to go through the playoff system. AFC Dunstable, a completely new setup, so they haven't really got any experience either, and neither have Waltham Abbey. So where are the experienced team in the Final 4? No doubt about that. And Siggers has got the ball midway inside the Biggleswade half. His cross is half blocked, and Andrews volleys it back towards him. Ben gets a header in, it's scooped forward, but in the end the goalkeeper will come out and lie on the ball. Juggles it up, and I think we can fairly honestly say it's going to be step 3 football here, and unless Ware draw Biggleswade Town or Hertford or Welwyn Garden City do in one of the FA competitions, we won't be making another visit here for a while. As Echo Coker tries to control the ball away from Harry Draper. Draper then goes down, but Draper goes down twice, this time under challenge from Joe Dearman, and wins a free kick for Biggleswade Town. Gets warm applause from the home fans. There's Harry Draper. And the far side final substitution is about to be made. Not quite sure what was on that board then. It's Bernard Christie who's going to come on, and Liam Andrews is going to go off. Thank you, Simon. So the immensely experienced Bernard Christie, who's been 34 now, Bernard. 11 seasons he spent at AFC Dunstable. Hamill and Barton as well. Experienced man comes on for the final throes of Biggleswade Town's very successful season. Ronald Gordon will take the free kick. Far side takes it short to Kieran Forbes on the edge of the area. Draper's given the chance to turn and then fires the ball in. Well, icing has just been put on a promotion cake by Harry Draper. Ware won't be happy with the defending at all. But the ball's in the back of the net with 4 minutes remaining. Biggleswade Town 4, Ware 1. Congratulations to the Waders. A flare goes off from the far side. They are the champions.
Yeah, I mean, well deserved. They've, this second half they've been really good, and obviously, they've worked hard all season. You're not top of the table for no reason at all. So as you say, that's promotion for them, and congratulations to Biggleswade Town.
Yeah, it's Ware's biggest defeat for a while. They've kept things pretty solid. 12 clean sheets this season. They only managed 9 last year. But Paul Halsey will not be happy with the way this one's turned after a half, which they really controlled in the opening 45 minutes. But all to play for, and the playoffs a chance to put it right as Biggleswade try to come forward again with Liam Andrews. And if you are listening from Bedford, I think we'll be seeing you this week. So give us a warm welcome as Ronald Gordon will take the free kick for Biggleswade Town. 2 minutes plus time added on for stoppages till the celebrations begin at Langford Road. It's a season where, it looked like it was going to be ruled by Bedford. Biggleswade Town, who lost their first home game here against Hertford, but they've grounded out, and they are going to be champions of Southern League Division 1 Central. Only needed a draw, and in the end 4 second half goals have done it for the Waders. They lead Ware here by 4 goals to 1. Ball on that far side with Harry Draper. Brings in Gordon. Gordon's been pressed back by Joe Dearman. Last time Ware were here in the league, of course, they lost 4-2. So who knows? The other 4 he scored on that occasion as well. Declan and Shea got the other goal. As Echo Coker just does well to get ahead of the ball. Otherwise Bernard Christie would have been in. Jack Grosvenor brings in Ben Siggers. Ben Siggers square ball to Freddie Moncur. Freddie back for Ben Siggers. Forward ball for Kieran Bishop. Kieran's robbed of the ball though, and Briggs lobs it forward towards Bernard Christie. Is beaten to it by Jack Grosvenor. Lewis Rose will turn the ball back to the goalkeeper Fred Burbidge. Fred on this side for Jack Grosvenor. Herbie's talking the ball. Aussie after this one, of course. He'll be on 90 minutes live post-match tomorrow, which will go up online. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll be able to tell you where we are and when, and the playoff semi-final, which will be coming up next week. Jack Berman has the ball and the goal away to our left-hand side. Minute to go, Simon. What were your thoughts?
Man of the match. I mean, I think he's come into the side today. He's not been given his place lately.
Oh, super save by Fred Burbidge. He's already earned her up there. As Draper looked to make it 5-1. The goalkeeper tips it over.
I'll just let this corner take place, Pete, and then I'll tell you.
Yeah, Rodell Gordon will take the corner. Excellent save by Freddie. And Gordon will take his time. He's almost thought he was signing an autograph there before he took the corner. But Harry Draper's down there as well. They'll probably want to try and keep it by the corner flag. Draper's large specimen to remove at any point, but the ball goes off for a goal kick.
Yeah, so as I said, he's coming to the side, lost his place lately, and he's coming. I think he's put in a real battling performance. He's battled hard for every ball. I'm going to give it to Freddie Moncur today.
Well done, Freddie. Can't disagree with that. A battling performance by a very popular player. Richard Enning finds Freddie as Kerr's the man of the match. He's given the ball away, but always happens, doesn't it? It's like Kerr's to the commentator, isn't it? So nothing came of it. Goes out on the far side, fielded by Joe O'Brien, and Echo Coker will bring in Joe Dearman. Joe turns the ball back to Lewis Rose. Lewis forward for Freddie Moncur. Freddie, that busy style of his, spots on this near side. Ben Siggers had come forward. Here is Ben. John Clements further down the touchline. Clemo turns inside and puts it across the area. Oh, and it bounces in that area for Freddie Moncur. Plays it on the edge for Joe Dearman. Joe avoids one tackle and then brings in Kieran Bishop and lets the ball run. We'll play it back to Joe. Joe's got a chance to get it across the box. Joe's on the left foot. Joe fires in the shot. It wasn't a bad attempt in the end. Berman had it covered, but it was certainly worth a try. So we are now into time added on. We're in fact 2 minutes into time added on for stoppages. Referee thumbs up, and what if we get pitch invasion? Who knows? We'll wait and see. It's going to be a happy place at Langford Road, thanks to Biggleswade Town for their hospitality and for getting us in here, as we have thanked all the teams in Southern League Division 1 Central that we visited throughout the season. Echo Coker's header lands with Kieran Bishop. Bishop, just on the edge of the area, fires the ball across, but it's diverted by Thorpe and then thumped out of play by Wilson on that far side for a throw-in to Ware. Echo Coker will take the throw-in for Paul Hawes' team. He's sitting down. Looks resigned. He was very philosophical last week. Let's wait and see how he is this week. As Coker will take the throw-in for Ware. Luke Andrews standing in front of him. Echo Coker's throws, not a bad one, flicked on by Lewis Rose, Richard Enning shot. He's headed away by Harry Draper, I think it was, inside his own 6-yard box, and then the ball thumped out on that far side off the roof of the low stand and out for another throw in to Ware. Had nearly 4 minutes over the top, played by a referee, Mr. Mayhew. I think we're going to get a corner on there, or is it a throw-in on that near side? In fact, it's just a throw-in, which Echo Coker will take. He's obviously been practising the long throws, as he's going to take a couple of steps back and propel another one towards the edge of that area. Jack Grosvenor can't flick it on though. Echo will get it back, chips it across the area, goes over everybody's head and is skied away by Marcus Goldborn. And for a throw-in on this side of the field, Mr. Mayhew's made the home crowd wait in anticipation of their victory. John Clements puts the ball across the box, headed out by Briggs, who hasn't missed a lot this afternoon as far as Freddie Moncur. Back for Echo Coker. Freddie will get it back again. Freddie looking for some movement, brings in Echo Coker, who plays it as near side for Ben Siggers. Ben Siggers chips it with the left foot. It's headed up in the air by Draper on that far side for a throw-in away. Joe Dearman put it back to Echo Coker, all those green shirts behind the ball. They don't want to concede another one, as Ben Siggers brings out Joe Dearman on the far side. All Joe can do is head it tamely towards Bernard Christie, and suddenly the break could be on here for Biggleswade Town. Echo Coker gets in the way of Christie, and Echo is going to get himself a yellow card followed by a red. Now Echo Coker has been sent off, and that could be costly for a playoff semi-final.
That could be indeed, yeah. I mean, he his reaction, he knows what that means, and I mean, that's. I mean, is that a yellow card? I don't think so, but he knows what that means, and he's showing his disappointment there.
That's a big decision, and that will rob Ware of Echo Coker in the playoff semi-final. I don't know whether there's any way of appealing or whatever. We'll find that out, but that is probably the worst thing that's happened all afternoon as far as we're concerned. Echo Coker goes for a second yellow. which produced the red from the referee. He looks absolutely distraught. And an afternoon that started off brightly has ended in real disappointment for the team in orange shirts. Ball chipped forward by Rondell Gordon, looking for Christie down by the corner flag. He goes down under challenge from Lewis Rose, and it's a throw-in to Ware on that far side down by the corner flag. Joe Dearman will attempt to take the throw, but not from that position as the referee sends him back. So, well, and he's then given the throw the opposite direction. So it's going to be a throw to Biggleswade Town. Well, we've got thoughts of Paul Aussie, not only on the result, but on the red card. Which,
he's obviously going to be disappointed about that, isn't he? You know, missing Echo for the semi-final is going to be a big loss.
That's it. It's all over. And the cheers of the crowd tell you that Biggleswade Town are the champions of Southern League Division 1 Central. Congratulations to them. They've beaten Ware here by 4-1. And they will be playing at step 3 next season. Whether Ware will be joining them or not, well, that remains to be seen, because there's still a playoff semi-final to come. That playoff semi-final in the week will be on Tuesday or Wednesday. It will be away from home, wherever. And the likely destination, as far as we know, will mop up those results from everywhere else. But it looks very much like Ware will have a playoff semi-final away at Bedford this week. As the presentation, the trophy is here then, by the sound of it, because again the table together to make a presentation. There has been a pitch invasion of sorts and celebrations inside the half, where players making their way back to the dressing room. There's still work to do for this Ware team, and it could still end in glory for them. But if they're going to join Biggleswade Town in the step 3 next season, then they are going to have to win their way through the playoffs. 2 playoff final defeats so far for Ware, of course. Can they make it third time lucky? That remains to be seen. Simon's totting up the scores from everywhere else to see what that leads the top and indeed the bottom of the table. Team United at half-time anyway were being relegated, having 3-1 down at Waltham Abbey. We'll tell you how they got on. If Waltham Abbey won that, of course, they'll springboard above Ware. AFC Dunstable were 0-0 at half-time, but they, of course, in third place were above Ware anyway, so won't be too much difference. We took it on the last day. We go again on Wednesday for a playoff semi-final, and it looks though it will be Ware at the Erie. So 7:45 on Wednesday. Bedford against Ware, it looks like. We've got that from Bedford's Twitter. We will confirm it. But it looks like it's a trip to the New Erie for us on Wednesday night, 7:45 kick-off. Bedford against Ware. So as to see what happens. Playoff final will be on Bank Holiday Monday. I very much hope that Ware will be involved wherever they will be involved. Well, they'll either go to AFC Dunstable or Waltham Abbey, it looks like. But, as you can hear, the obligatory Queen is playing in the background here. We are the champions here, they say, and celebrations happening on the pitch for Biggleswade Town. So celebrations for our good mate Jake Bunyan. I haven't seen him around here, but Jake, of course, Biggleswade Town player who hasn't been able to play this season with his ACL injury. Hopefully he may well be back to appear at step 3 next season. The shield is here and going to be presented. Not sure it's going to be presented by. I haven't told us that on the PA. But anyway, we've got the scores from elsewhere, I think.
Yes, Pete. I mean, it's the final scores of the season. AFC Dunstable, they have won 4-0 against Barton Rovers. A great second half for them. Remains Aylesbury United 1, Biggleswade 0. Bedford Town, they added another goal in the second half. They beat Northley 4-0. Cirencester, they had another goal in the second half, so the Citizens went down 3-0. Kidlington, they beat Hertford by 2-0. Stotfold versus Leighton Town. Stotfold ended up 2-0 winners there. And Tame United did pull a goal back against Waltham Abbey, but Waltham Abbey held on strong to win 3-2. The game between Hadley and Kempston Rovers has been abandoned at 1-0 when Hadley were 1-0 up due to a serious injury to the keeper. An ambulance, I was waiting for an ambulance arrived. He's on his way to hospital. He is okay, but that match has been abandoned.
Well, let's wish those involved in that well. So it leaves the final table looking like this. Biggleswade Town are the champions, played 36, 72 points. Bedford finish in second, played 36, 69. AFC Dunstable's young side in third, 36 played, 64 points. Waltham Abbey fourth, played 36, 61. And Ware fifth, played 36, 59. Well, it's not all over. Ware finished fifth last season and they got into the playoff final, and they ended up winning their semi-final 4-1 against Biggleswade, who came second. They've beaten Bedford this season, so the playoff semi-finals look like this at the Erie on Wednesday night, 7:45 kick-off, Bedford against Ware. Don't go anywhere, book that one in your diary, because we'll be there with 90 minutes live. And the other semi-final will be AFC Dunstable against Waltham Abbey at Creasy Park. Winners of those two games will go on to the playoff final, and that final will be played on Bank Holiday Monday, May the 6th, with a 3 o'clock kick-off. We're waiting for the presentation here of the trophy to Biggleswade Town. We'll wait and bring that to you before we go in search of Paul Halsey's thoughts before the game on Tuesday evening. It's going to take something, I think. You've got Biggleswade Town players with children, and see Charles Briggs there with what must be one of his young children, and in fact they're all doing it. Morell there with Sam Morell here there with his as well. It's celebration time at Biggleswade Town, and where players still out on the pitch, and I think it's a nice touch as well, because they're going to be out there and applaud the opponents.
Yeah, I think that's a nice touch. I think it's the right thing to do as well. Paul's come back out, and it's good of Ware to stay out, and as you say, applaud their opponents, and congratulate them on what they've achieved today.
Well, it's going to be Southern League director Stephen Hyde from Stourbridge, evidently, who's going to present the trophy, as it just said on the PA. PA announcer's got a job on here, hasn't he? He's trying to get them all down here to be presented with the trophy. The Ware boys standing there, and well, we are going up. Is the cheer? Certainly wish them good luck at the next level, because the last four teams to go up to the next level have come straight back down. So we certainly hope that doesn't befall Biggleswade Town. It is a big jump, but I've been there before, of course. They were there 5 or 6 seasons ago, and then dropped down to this level. So they're got experience of playing at level 3. And I see it's interesting, isn't it? There, so they've got a banner out there. They didn't prepare that while the game was going on.
No, I don't think they did. It's something. I mean, you don't know. The league might.
That's possible.
Provided it.
Yeah,
so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
I was going to say there'll be a Bedford Town one on eBay now, won't they, or something? I should think. But look forward to seeing them on Wednesday night, as Biggleswade players still taking their time, making their way for the presentation. They've got a shield and a trophy, which is going to be presented to them when they finally make their way over here, which they are eventually. The men in the all green strip. And it's been quite a season for them, quite a season for everybody. And who's that, Simon?
That's Jake. I can just see Jake Bunyan out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've just seen his head appear, and Jake, who's just seeing a minute whether he's still wearing the he's still got the knee brace on, I think. But Jake, who appeared on 90 Minutes Live, of course, for the East Arts Derby on Boxing Day. He was our co-commentator on that particular occasion. So Biggleswade Town players are gathering and waiting to be presented with the trophy. The spectators being urged to leave the pitch, as the announcer said. That was a good line, that.
Yeah.
So the PA announcer just said spectators can go back on the pitch after all of this, as long as they take the mower with them. So good luck for that. Anyway, it's going to be presented. These pictures will be appearing in the non-league paper and various other places. Non-league paper reporter was sitting next to us a little bit earlier during the game. And so here we go with the presentation to the players. So as they're being announced by the PA announcer here. Each one I get there are medals involved. Everybody gets a medal. There appears to be a bottle of bubbly involved there as well, which I think is not going to last too long. I'll be shaken up. There's Jack Morrell, the goalkeeper there, I can see as well. Jack Berman collecting his medal. And JJ Lacey is the one who gets the big cheer. He got a brace this afternoon. Substitutes who didn't make it on as well.